I was once like you.
Barah, Caravel. How can a humble merchant help so exalted a personage on this fine and fine day? The Divine? Did a justiciar send you to harass me? I've lived in Summerset my whole life, and I did nothing wrong. You high elves, you say we're welcome, and then you treat us like criminals. Is there any wonder I had to speak out? After I filled out all the proper forms and arranged to bring my cousin here, the ship arrived and they carted all the newcomers away. For questioning, they said. I complained to the kin lady, but what has it profited me? Nothing! Oh, my family has been here for generations and generations. Before the Queen's decree, outsiders might have been rare, but we were not unheard of. Our business has grown and gets better every day. That's why I sent for my cousin. We need the help. Summerset is a rare and beautiful jewel in the Abetian Sea. I love it here. The High Elves treat us like children, but they have never been hostile. The Queen's decree has stirred the waters, though. I fear it will get worse before it gets better.
places.
I'm rather busy right now.
What?
Next time I'm in the field, I think I'll bring a great warhammer. Or two. Welcome to our hall. Are you familiar with the guild? The Fighters Guild. You should consider joining up. We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk for a moment? Excellent. I know we'll all be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you? Right. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian, sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains, plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Hard fights. Excellent. I know we'll all be... Right. Our new guildmaster is an Argo... Guildmaster Yofnir passed away recently, very suddenly. I always thought he'd die with a blade in his hand. But he passed away in his sleep, called to Sovngarde by his ancestors. We all miss him, but Colors has proven to be a very able leader. Then let me be the first to officially welcome...
A fascinating application of the technique. Welcome. Are you here on Mage's Guild business? Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join. Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. When we're on Guild business, we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in halls. Excellent. You are now a student.
This is unheard of. Why have you closed the monastery?
Good people, I hear your concerns.
But the workers I hired, they were aboard the ship from Rivenspire.
The kin lady and I, we have only your best interests in mind. Every guest must be sequestered while we ascertain their suitability for Altmer society.
The old Dark's right. Lock up the newcomers.
Send the newcomers back where they came from. We don't want them here.
Such anger! Raz never expected to hear such words from the Queen's loyal subjects. The sentiment isn't universal, but enough feel this way for Raz to be concerned. Did you learn anything interesting from the people I sent you to talk to? Sequestered, Just a different word for imprisoned, yes. Ranul's cousin just arrived, but O'Newell's assistant has lived on Summerset since long before the Queen ever issued her decree. What about the lizard? What did Soxolza have to say? Why would the Aldar gather up newcomers and non-High Elf residents alike and send them to the monastery? Does the King Lady condone this behavior? Raz's head itches, and not in a good way. Our course is clear, Five Claw. We must go to the monastery. Raz admires your enthusiasm, but this one needs you to enter the monastery on your own. Raz has other fish to catch. This one will help you get past the sentry, though. When you notice that the sentry is distracted, just sleep quietly inside.
Is it?
So much to do.
An examiner's quorum needs 3 members. You both know this.
Not this again.
It's not
And
just
just like that,
superstition, Sora.
Ori El provides. Greetings, Caravel. I am Chief Juris Reeve Tarnmere of the Divine Prosecution. Or at least I was, in the long ago. I know this is unorthodox, but perhaps you'd be interested in helping us. As you can see, a murder took place here. My protégés, Lorne and Soraville, came to investigate, but I fear they may lack perspective. The particulars of this murder... Forgive me, I'm getting ahead of myself. They need fresh eyes. Yours, I believe. You would take on the duties of the admin, the listening eye. An auspicious role. The admin serves as the fulcrum, balancing competing theories. They also collect evidence, interview suspects and the like. What do you say? I thank the divines that you've agreed to help. This murder weighs heavy on all of us. The victim, Elamorian, was not well liked. Many locals may lift a glass to his passing. But the assassin, the Ghost of the Green, that's altogether different.
You there! I have a... Damn it, why won't this work?
Did you see a golden...
Sentry! Raz owes you for that game of cards and has come to pay.
Well, I don't recall any... you say I won some gold?
Don't you remember? Raz always pays his debts, and he always buys the drinks.
Gold and drinks? Well, my relief should be along soon, so why not?
You have no right to be in here.
You can't stay. You just can't.
No, not now, please. Your spiritual well-being can wait until after my nap. You'll have to ask one of the monks that the new Aldork brought with him. They deal with all the newcomer testing and evaluations. I'm just a simple monk trying to catch up on my sleep. That was a hint, by the way. Again with the questions about the newcomers. Why does a newly arrived High Elf care about the complexities of Summerset bureaucracy? Still, if I had to guess, I'd say they were taken into the Undercroft for registration and processing. Now go away. The monastery should be a place of peace and meditation. The Aldork has closed us down until further notice. That means if any of the monks spot you, they'll raise the alarm. Me? I never.
What?
What? What's the matter with you? Get out of here.
Unusual knick-knack for an Aldork's office, wouldn't you agree? I noticed you skulking around while I was engaged in some skulking of my own. I suppose we both came to the monastery with a similar purpose in mind. The sequestered newcomers. I came to find out what happened to a friend. I assume that's what brought you here as well? A house of worship shouldn't be used as an internment camp, and it shouldn't be locked to the public either. Interesting. I've never seen anything quite like it. I find it intriguing and a bit disturbing. But we aren't here to discuss curios. Strange creatures notwithstanding, we need to find out what's happening with the missing newcomers. The sentry doesn't appear to have stopped you, so I could ask you the same question. Let's just agree that we both have our methods. Curious, but I feel that there's more going on in Shimmerine than the usual politics and community relations. That's the question, my cautious friend. We have a newly appointed Aldork and a disgruntled kin lady, both opposed to the Queen's decree. What's their connection to newcomers? I was about to explore the Undercroft. Care to join me? A curious pearl. I wonder where the Aldork acquired it. Probably not important. I'll meet you in the Undercroft, and we can see what's going on with the newcomers.
well?
Something's wrong down here. I sense magic. Vile magic. Cages? These people did nothing to deserve such treatment. There's someone alive over there. See if you can help her.
Thank the Divines! You aren't one of the monks. Please, let me out of here. It's a nightmare. We came to Summerset to seek new opportunities. We barely stepped off the ship when they marched us to the monastery. Instead of questioning us or the usual high elf bureaucracy, they locked us in these cages. The monks gathered them a few moments ago and took them through the door on the far side of the chamber. Please, let me out of here before they take me away like the others.
Is that a scoffin? Something is amiss in Summerset, but I can't quite put my finger on the cause. No matter. I'm sure my investigations will turn up something. I just need to be patient.
Thank you for setting me free.
A Daedra? Here? And that's a scoffin, if I remember my Daedric recitations correctly. Very curious. An excellent question, and one I hope to find the answer to. From the evidence before us, it appears this Nord killed the Scoffin before he succumbed to his own wounds. Good for him. I found this key on the creature's belt, so we can open that door. Then I suggest we pick up the pace. We need to determine what's actually happening down here, and who's behind all this. Without answers to those questions, we won't be able to decide on our best course of action. I'll explain everything later. For now, we need to hurry. Draining these people. I'll deal with the pearl. You hold off these creatures. The pearl's magic attracts these creatures. Hold them off while I complete my spell. Those poor people. This wasn't just about newcomers and opposing the Queen's decree. That was Daedric magic back there. I just wish we had arrived a few moments earlier. I promised to explain what I know. I suppose that now's as good a time as any. I'm a member of the Psijic Order. Our Right Master sent me to investigate a warning we received about a plot involving Summerset. My inquiries led me here. Oriandra is indeed a member of our ancient monastic society. We once served as advisors to the rulers of Tamriel, but that was before we removed our island home from the world. Now this threat has drawn us back. But why are you involved in all this? An Eye of the Queen? Interesting. I diffused the Daedric magic and transported the pearl to Artaeum, the Psijic island for safekeeping and study, so we can learn more about it. But we can discuss this further once we get out of here. Living on Artaeum for a few centuries doesn't prepare you for physical activity. Let the Eye of the Queen know what we discovered, and I'll catch up with you later.
Can you believe it? The Queen opened the borders and the cannoneries actually complied. Don't you just love the diversity? The exchange of stories and ideas? I tell you, Summerset will be better for this, mark my words. Need a new pack.
Can you play in first person, please?
Don't get me wrong. I'd rather the Queen never opened our borders. But some of these foreigners aren't totally worthless. The cat, for example, brews a decent ale, and I found a lizard who works wonders with a mop. Now, about our business.
Thanks, I miss SO. I haven't played long.
Buying, selling, trading.
Dog!
Hi there. I had my audio sharing off, so I don't know if you could hear me before. Yeah, my wife's playing as well right now. We both made new characters for the... Here's that person with that skin we were trying... You might have wondered why we're chasing this person down. Like, we were, like, stalking this poor person right here. Her skin glows. Like, now that we're in the dark, look, it glows. She just jumped off. She knows we're following her. She's, like, right here. Oh, she left. Sorry, we're just stalking someone. They have, like, a skin that we haven't seen. It looks weird in the daylight. Ah, she ran away. There she is. Get her. Get her. Anyways, my wife and I play this game a lot, like 5 nights a week. I've just barely started streaming, but so you have ESO? There's something in here we gotta do mission-wise. You're upstairs.
Ah, this one's new partner returns. What interesting scandal did you uncover in the monastery? Tell Raz every juicy detail. That isn't the kind of scandal Raz was hoping for. Murder, Daedric rituals, and traitorous behavior have a way of ruining an otherwise perfect day. We need to learn the
good to see
extent of
you
the
still
King
enjoy
Lady's
it after a few
involvement.
years.
And by we, Raz means you. Accuse? Not exactly. Raz wants you to talk to her. See what she knows about the Oldark. The King Lady is meeting with local leaders. Attend that meeting and learn the truth. This invitation and set of elegant clothes will get you through the door. A Sijik?
Yeah, I have it. Kinda died a year ago for me.
Rumors about the Sijiks. For an island of sages who disappeared more than 300 years ago, they certainly seem to get around. Did this Sijik mage say what the Order was investigating? There was a life-sucking
I
pearl.
went back to Skyrim and Fallout.
Probably have led with that bit of information. Well, we can worry about the Sijik mage and figure out where these pearls came
Well,
from
there's a
later.
new Fallout
For
game
now,
coming out.
We'll see what the King Lady has to say.
Should be interesting to find out more at E3 about it. Almost like a survival type game, it sounds like. But yeah, man, I love this game. My wife and I are still way into it. So's my brother. I mean, it's a good way to spend family time in our evenings if we don't feel like watching movies or TV or whatever. But, dude, or I don't know, I didn't check if you're a guy or a girl. I just hear a robot voice talking, but, anyway,
Yee, that looks cool.
well, one thing yeah, I'm excited about that Fallout game. So one thing about this game is, dude, they keep upgrading the graphics. Like, I swear it gets better looking as they do it. And then we've got the Morrowind expansion, and then now the Summerset came out just yesterday, I want to say, or the day before. And I don't know, it stays fresh. it's cool. We do PvP, go into Cyrodiil and in the sewers with our characters. I mean, one thing we love doing is creating characters. So my wife has like 10 characters and I have 12. She has 12 characters and I have 8 now with the addition of this new guy that I just made. He's a Vamplar, so he's my first vampire character, really.
Kinlady Avanice and Raz do not get along. You see, there was a horse, a platter of pudding tarts, and... No. This one won't bore you with this
Ian thinking of coming back for
Besides,
Summerset.
Everyone behaves well when they see Raz.
Sup?
You will learn more than I would.
Okay, dude, if you are thinking of coming back, I'd say why not? Because if you have the game, I want to say that if you buy Summerset, they basically give you the Morrowind for free now. And if you didn't even play since the Morrowind, there's like a new class, the Warden class, which is a pretty dang cool class. And right now we're trying to unlock the Sigic Order, which is well, we don't have it unlocked yet, but it should be it's not a new race, or not a new race, but a new class. But it's a new, it adds a
How
new...
you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I think that's what you said, is that right? I'm doing well. Just enjoying life in some ESO with my wife. And this area is awesome. Look at this. It's beautiful. A little too fairy tale for my vampire likings, though. I like it dark. But look at this cute little dance going on. I mean, what's not to enjoy about that? Okay, where are you at, Steph? Are you stalking? Are you stalking me?
I haven't played Morrowind either.
Oh, see.
I'm watching The Simpsons, as well as your video.
Oh, no. No, I'm not sharing you with the Simpsons. I need your full attention. I'm just joking. I love The Simpsons. It's been a while since I've watched The Simpsons. Are you, Steph, are you headed over to where the quest is? Oh, are you in the right building? I'm coming in now. Check this guy out. He's got, like, whoa, that was weird. He's got, like, New Zealand tats.
I prefer Futurama.
Are you in this building with me?
Manly you, it's their fur back noise.
Oh wait, I didn't put it on. Maybe it's because I'm in a costume. Did you have to put it on to get in here?
Yes? And who might you be? The Kin Lady is currently engaged. She's holding a conference with Shimmerine's elite to discuss certain political matters. Yes, so I see. However, I can't allow clothing of that vintage anywhere near the Kin Lady. Please return after you've acquired something more suitable for an affair of...
I guess I do have to put on the costume. What happened to my hair? Now I'm bald. I don't know, I put
Rick
on
and
their
Morty is the best.
Oh, Rick and Morty's good. I only seen season 1, but you know, without giving too much information, my therapist of all people.
So is there new armor and weaponette and new DLC?
Oh yeah, there's new armor styles and looks. Like check out this. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. This Griffin staff is one of the new things. But I mean, there's new looks. But yes, there's also new like armor traits and styles and everything. Since these characters are so new, I haven't had a chance to get into the new armor sets, but there definitely is. There's tons. If it's been a long time since you've played, there's going to be so many different armor styles and sets that benefit different types. It's gotten really deep. And another cool thing, man, is look at this. Let me see if I can show you this. Go to collections. Armor styles. Okay, so they have this whole new way of like you can make your character look like whatever you want. Like say you're holding it used to be if you wanted
I've seen all the seasons of Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah. I was saying before I
Marty.
Yep. Okay. Oh crap. I'm lost right now. But okay, basically they have these new. I'll try to show you, if not now, in a little bit. But you can decorate your character literally however you want now. Like if you learn the motif books, which my wife knows, like 80% of all the motifs, and that's no small feat. She's been collecting them for a long time now. But you can go up to what's called an outfit station. It used to be a dye station where you could just change the color of things. But now, say you're just wearing rags that you found. But at these outfit stations, you can actually change at least the appearance of every single piece.
Morty.
Like your gloves, your everything. You can change the looks. Okay, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do I go, Steph?
Autocorrect sucks donkey balls.
Yeah. Donkey balls, for sure.
We all have concerns regarding the Queen's decree. I assure you that I am working with all Dark T'Challa to safeguard the
So is there new spells or skills?
Yep. And I haven't had a chance to try them yet. But in this new DLC for Summerset, there's all new spells and stuff under the name of Psijic Order, and you don't have to be a certain class to get them. Basically every class will have access to them after like getting so far into the story, which I think that's what we're working on now. But they're actually of the ability to slow time and stuff. So like you can actually slow time or freeze things. And I think the ultimate allows you to go back 4 seconds. So say you get hit with a huge spell, well you can go back in time 4 seconds and basically undo it. But also as a warden, which...
I'm leaving, see ya.
Okay, have a good day. Peace out. Have a good night. Subscribe. Smash that like button.
That's cool.
Alright, have a good night. Come back again. Steph, I'm lost in this building. I don't even know where I'm at. It's like I saw the little indicator. The guy's like, I'm not gonna talk to you in those rags. Okay, Did you find the... One's optional. Okay, where the heck?
I'm glad DLC gives you new skills at. I might get them both soon.
Yeah, I think you should. Just my opinion, but honestly, if you like Fallout and Skyrim and all that, I love it. Okay, here's a person leaning against the wall here.
I see the Queen's decree has even attracted some of our wayward brethren back to our shores. But make no mistake, Ultima or not, you're as much a newcomer as one of those cats or lizards.
These high elves are so snobby.
You heard that somewhere, did you? I'll have to have a discussion with the Divine Prosecution about how lax our security has become. No, I jest. The Kin Lady and I have nothing but the best interests of Summerset and the newcomers in mind. You really are well informed about things here in Shimmerine, aren't you? For an outsider. Though your heritage might be Ultima, but you aren't a native of Summerset. You simply don't have the bearing and cultured air of a true child of the island. That's a serious accusation to toss around so casually. What did you say your name was again? I want to make sure to add it to the Divine Prosecution's observation log. For your own protection, you understand. I suddenly remembered some business I need to deal with as well. Feel free to pester the other guests in my absence.
Yeah, when I switched to the costume they made me put on, my hair went away. It's weird, it's like they also required a haircut. Now I'm
How dare you barge into my home without so much as a by your leave? I'm sorry, Kerem, but I have no time for petitions or solicitations today.
Cool.
I have important work to get back to. Perhaps you can talk to my cousin. She's the Canon Reeve of our fair city. Oh, such innocence. You really want to know why I oppose the Queen's order to allow newcomers to enter Summerset? Because I'm trying to protect both the island and the newcomers. It's in everyone's best interest that we maintain a separation. Aldark Tilkala came highly recommended. He has grand plans for protecting Shimmerine. Grand plans. Unfortunately, in my haste to deal with the Queen's decree, I may have made an error in judgment. Not that it's any concern of yours, but my Chancellor has been unable to verify the Aldark's existence prior to when we met. And I recommended him for the position at the monastery. I assure you, Kin Lord Millenthal praised Tilkala to no end. That's preposterous. Aldark Tilkala sequesters the newcomers to ascertain their suitability for life in Summerset. Those who pass will find a place here. As for the rest, they'll be returned to wherever they came from. That's what we agreed to.
My lady, one of the monks said to deliver this message. It's from the Aldark himself.
The Coral Forest. An odd location for a meeting, but I need to hear the Aldark's explanation.
Okay. Now it says talk to Razandar. And I remembered the name I was getting confused. Razal Ghul. It's like the bad guy in that Batman series. Okay. Oh, who's this over here?
Mara, help me. An adventurer? Oh, praise you, Mara, for hearing my prayers. Please, newcomer. Yes, I'm sorry. The last time I saw him, he was agitated, scared. I asked him what was wrong, but he left without a word. The guards arrived later. They said he turned himself in, that he was involved in a plot to kill our sapiarch, Icantar. No, he vanished. They say he escaped. Can you believe it? Why would he turn himself in only to escape a few hours later? They're hiding something, I know it. Please, Caraval, help me find my boy.
This lady's
he
annoying.
Would never hurt anyone.
I mean, I feel
swear
bad.
it.
Her poor son's missing. She only wants her son back. But
you have a perfect heart, newcomer. None of my neighbors would lift a finger to help me. The guards placed Arathel in a cell beneath the Kin Lady's manor. I'm told the Justiciar of Remand is there now. A mer named Telerion. He must know something. No, Icantar treats us like family. Arathel is Icantar's apprentice, you see? He was so proud when the attestation came through. He's been a bit withdrawn, though. I found some Aprax literature in his room. But it's just a phase, right? Right. You're new to the Isle. I apologize. Apraxic Mer, a people who, for whatever reason, were expelled from the greater Elven community. Most Aprax labor for years to re-enter society. Others choose to remain in exile. I feel very sorry for them. Some do, yes. Treatises on class warfare, religious hypocrisy, that sort of thing. A lot of young Mer take a liking to it. I think it's healthy to push back a bit. Not too much, of course, but a bit. Rumor has it that a famous Aprax called the Mother of Rats lives in the city, but I've never met her. And even if I did, we're forbidden from speaking with her. Oh, that sounds awful, doesn't it? It's just the way things are here, I'm afraid.
Okay. Can I get back in my normal outfit now, or what? Yeah, there's like someone I have to talk to in here still. Oh no, downstairs. I'm lost. Okay, how do you go? Oh, there's the downstairs.
Don't you like first person?
By order of the Divine Prosecution, so I'll keep this brief. Who are you and what do you want?
I'm not used to playing it in first person. The field of view's like hard to see what's going on. Like when you get into like for PvE stuff, it's cool. But when you're trying to do PvP and you're fighting people in Cyrodiil and stuff, it tends to be hard to see because there's multiple people fighting you, so it's hard to see. But so I usually play third person.
I do first indoors, third outdoors.
Yeah, that makes sense. I might start doing that. I switched to first person when I want to look at things close, like if I'm trying to check out another character or like look at details.
Aye, Surabane's ring, will I never be rid of that hen? Look, turning away grieving mothers brings me no satisfaction, but this situation is delicate. The Divine Prosecution does not lose prisoners. Ever. Certainly not frightened children like Arathel. Not here, clearly. You really do mean to track him down, don't you? Fine. When we took Arathel into custody, he was only carrying a handful of coin, a tin flute, and some kind of crude map. Our draftsman drew up a few copies for distribution to the bailiffs. They're stacked upstairs near the hearth. You can take one if you wish, with this condition. If you find something, you will bring it to my attention immediately. It seems he escaped into the vaulted Halsorial. The sewer. Gods, what a hideous word. Anyway, he had help. That gaping hole in the wall is obviously quite new. Might have been a conventional explosion or some kind of arcane rupture. We won't know until the Revelators examine the scene. So you would ask my name without offering your own? No, don't bother. I've grown to expect these clumsy troglodytic introductions. I am Talarian, Justiciar of Ramand. I oversee all matters related to bonds and incarceration here in Shimmerine. Spilling wine on your vest at a dinner party is embarrassing. This is... frankly, there isn't a word in the common tongue for this. It is braxiferas. Disloyal on a scale you outsiders can't even imagine. That's a matter for the High Justiciar and the Sapiarchs. My only concern is returning him to custody. And time is of the essence, so please, be on your way.
These characters are long-winded.
It seems he escaped into the vaulted Halsorial. The sewer. Gods, what a hideous word. Anyway, he had help. That gaping hole in the wall is obviously quite new. Might have been a conventional explosion or some kind of arcane rupture. We won't know until the Revelators examine the scene. So you would ask my name without offering...
Imagine this game being split screen LOL.
Yeah, if it was split screen, it would be pretty tough to see things. It'd be fun though. I mean, well, my wife and I get to play together as it is now. I mean, she wasn't really into games that much until this game. Well, she played games, but like Fable and, you know, other games, but I'm glad she got into this game. So now I don't have to feel like a bad husband whenever I'm playing games. Okay, are you clear over there in the sewers now or something? Okay. I gotta get out of this.
Fable was cool.
Yeah, Fable.
Lol.
How the heck do I get out of this? How did you get out of your costume? Is it like... Yeah, it still shows me in my...
Do you like Final Fantasy?
I've been tempted to try it. The Final Fantasy series. Final Fantasy Online, is that what you're talking about? Or all of them? Now I keep getting lost. Looks like you're in trouble over there, Steph. I'm trying to get there.
Any?
I haven't played very much Final Fantasy. A little bit in my life. I was tempted to try the Final Fantasy Online.
Divines, save me.
But I'm too into this game. There's not enough time in my life for 2 MMOs. I also play a lot of shooters like Rainbow Six and stuff like that. Fortnite. I'm so lost. Where did you find the entrance there? Is it in the garden area?
Yeah, it's a big game.
Yeah, aren't they doing another remastered? Okay, I see, oh, man. I'm lost. Okay, it shows an arrow over here. Do you keep... Okay, one thing that's weird though is I'm like up in the garden. Are you in the garden? Oh.
I play COD Zombies a lot. Zombies takes up most of my time.
The World War II one?
You look lost, lol.
I'm lost. This is true. All I see is this little arrow, and it's not even accurate. It does show me I need to go outside. It's weird.
No Treya.
Alright. Crap. Oh, man.
Treyarch.
I'm so lost. I'm not even like... It's starting to get frustrating now. Tale of Two Mothers. Maybe I'm on the wrong quest. Because maybe when I talked to that one girl... Okay, quest. You are? Let's see. Oh. Well, the Queen's decree says to talk to Razam.
Psst. Pretend you are adjusting your boot or admiring the architecture. As hard as it may be, look anywhere but directly at Raz. Good, good. Now, tell Raz what you learned at the King Lady's manor. Raz thinks Avanis is as naive as she is complicit, but she's not a murderer. This new Oldark, though, has so much blood on his hands, it looks like he's wearing red gloves. From what I could discover, he didn't exist before he came to Shimarin. The Coral Forest? A strange meeting place. Raz thinks we should go and see what the Oldark is up to. After I take back that outfit, I might need it again later. Ah, you have a pretty admirer, my friend. The Sijic sage, yes? Here she comes now.
I'm glad I found you. While watching the King Lady's mansion, I saw her ladyship sneak out the back and leave the city.
The King Lady is meeting the Oldark in the Coral Forest. Raz smells something, and it isn't moon sugar biscuits.
Your reputation precedes you, Eye of the Queen. I am Valcerin of the Sijic Order, and I agree that the Aldark is more than a simple monk.
Yeah. We should work together, yes? But let's travel separately.
Well, good chatting. I subbed. Enjoy your day.
Okay, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping in, and catch you later on. And if you end up starting to play this game, let us know as well. Okay, now I might be able to go where you are, maybe.
Will do. See ya.
Okay, have a good night. Or I don't know where you live, though, so if it's daytime, have a wonderful day. Okay, let's see, okay, let me try to get to you now.
UK.
Oh, UK. Cool. What time is it there? Okay. Stuff.
6 a.m.
Oh, 6 a.m. Okay, it's 11:21 p.m. here. So, we'll be going to sleep here soon. So you're on the Tale of Two Mothers.
Woke up hour ago.
So is it always your routine to wake up and watch some Simpsons? Or Futurama or something? It's a good way to get the day started.
No, that was other guy, lol.
Oh, was it? Oh, well, okay, so I have a computer voice that relates whatever you're typing to me, so it's like the same voice. So I didn't realize that that was a totally separate person. There was the guy before you was watching Simpsons while watching me play. Alright, I think Steph, I still do not see how to get down in. Oh, I can't get underground. It's like I'm upstairs in the little maze. Oh.
to the nobility.
Our poor city.
Selling, buying, trading, right here.
Just how badly he been caught. I don't mean to forebode, but this little ode is a lesson you best.
Yeah, I just don't know where to go. Alright, I'm gonna... Let's see. Okay. Yeah. There was